Say hi to Stream Duty. Hold on. All right. Say hi to Stream Duty. And make sure you look at the charts. Make sure you're looking at the charts. You know what I'm saying? You know the market about to open, so be ready. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. All right, get down. All right, come on. Man. Apple to source billions of chip. Little Leo. Man. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Let's see what we got, man. I'm trying to see. Wait till July. Wait till July. Wait till July. But let me share my screen because we got some companies we gotta look at for some trades. I'm so slow. I'm so slow. It's okay though. Oh, stock pick. Good morning, Brenda. Hey, if you are in Apex, I got a new stock pick. I got a new stock pick that we need to look at. Man, two of them actually. Two of them. Oh my God. Hey, I can feel it coming. We getting to that point. We getting to that point. Y'all getting comfortable? But man, let's look at let's see. I know my time frame. Just so y'all know, we are on the weekday, then 2 hour. Weekday, 2 hour. Weekday, 2 hours. That's what we look at. That's what you should be looking at. But I like CoreWeave going long. If it hits the bottom of this broadening, it's like a broadening channel. That's what it's called. I call it a flashlight pattern, but it's called a broadening pattern channel. Broadening channel. U.S. added 177,000 jobs, topping estimates. When we gonna stop lying? Okay. So you can't. Okay, two things can be true technically, right? But if you have statistics showing that oh, never mind, we can't look at it then. Yeah. Let's look at these earnings. Let's see what we got for earnings, man. Okay, you had ExxonMobil. They beat on earnings, but they missed revenue. You had Chevron. They met earnings but missed on revenue. Shell beat earnings but missed on revenue. T. Rowe Price, it's a finance company. They beat earnings but missed on revenue. And that's it, man. Yep, that's it. Um, we look at Amazon. Man, I told y'all the market rigged, bro. So you mean to tell me? Okay, technically, we haven't had a deal yet. We had negative GDP. They go push the market back up now. So after July, when we come back down, the market is not like down 35% or 40%. Cheating. It's cheating. You're supposed to naturally let something do what it's supposed to do. But if the market was never natural and it was all man-made, then you can do it. You can do whatever you want to do. So therefore, they will. Um, Thank God it's Friday. APX gang. How would I look? I want to know. How would I look? Because I was as people. I got so many different 25, 18. You know, when you be at that in between stage. Come on, man. Come on, dog. But man, ah, I'm weak. Good one, Auntie. Good one, Auntie. Uh, I like IBM. I, I like IBM. This would be the perfect time to plug in. If you are, we're gonna talk about it on Alpha Investing. But if you are not in Apex, this would be an amazing time for you to join. If you want to be up 200% by the end of the year, I can't guarantee anything, but I'm not a financial advisor, but I am financially advising you to make a great decision for your life and your legacy. And if you truly want to change your life from investing in the market, join Apex. Um, IBM is a good one for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would definitely rather go long on it for sure. But I think we getting near top for IBM. So like honestly, this is around. Okay, one of send that information. If you go to, I got you. Because if y'all been paying attention, wait till how many days? Hedge funds. My mom outperforming you. You better step it up. You better step it up. She up 37%. But we got 6 assets for her. I got 6 of them. She up 37%, 2%, 27%, 15%. She's down 6% on one asset, and she's up 6% on another asset. We started this March 25th. This is all long-term investing, no trading. And they trying to tell you 7 to 12%. How am I up 40% on the asset and the market is down? If the average is 7 to 12. So when that market in July, then it ain't about me. I'm just trying to change lives. I'm just trying to change lives. Wait, wrong link. Yep. You'll get all the stock picks. And I am gonna be updating stock picks this weekend. Or not picks, but the prices. Well, I'm gonna be adding a few picks in, but yeah, I'm gonna be adding in updating the prices. Those should be updated almost weekly now. Um, some of them might stay the same, but generally we got to make sure that we update the prices. So those prices will definitely be updated on like a weekly basis now for sure. So yeah. Yep. But IBM looks good. Let me see what else we got. What else I got? Gold is pushing higher. I like gold. Lesson I've learned. Yeah, let's go long gold. We can go long gold. One lesson I've learned is stop waiting for the perfect opportunity and just execute. Success like speed. So it's better if you just execute without you got to execute without fear, and it's easier for you to fix an issue if you do something wrong versus not doing it at all. Not doing it at all. So yep. But yep. All right. Okay. So when we come out this market, I keep telling y'all. So main question, because I'm trying to give y'all, enough information to steer you clear from bad investing advice, terrible investing advice. We up today. Wait, when GTA 6 coming out? When GTA 6 coming out? GTA 6 is not coming in 2025. The release of Grand Theft Auto, which is delayed to 2026, back to 2025 on Take Two. What we doing? I'm trying to get. I don't even play GTA, but I'm trying to get on GTA 6, man. They got the blockchain technology. I'm trying to get on there. I'm trying to get in there. Man, sigh, sigh, sigh. I like Verizon too. Verizon, Verizon looks good. Um, hold on, dog. Um, okay. And then if we go on like a daily time frame to zoom out, this is crazy. Like, this is crazy. And y'all be asking me, is it gonna fall? Yes. Yes. Yes, it's gonna fall. Look, like what type of drop is this? This is a 50% drop. I mean, it took a while. And look, this company beat earnings. This company beat earnings. So that should let you know Even when the company is doing well, doing amazing financially, they can still come down. It's not about that. It's not about it's not about how good the company beats earnings. It's not about that. It's not about that. We got to focus on what matters. Apple said that they see a China slowdown. Maybe one day Apple could be a stock pick. Maybe. 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 Okay. AIZ. I like AIZ, but it's trying to break out, but we have this 100-day moving average here. So I think this might be like a false breakout, and then it comes back down, and then we might be able to go long here, especially with this big gap up. So yeah. Look at HIMS. Hey man, traders intuition. Traders intuition. Shout out to everybody in HIMS. I think it might go to like 40, then come back down. So now she's up. She's up over 40% on one asset. And we started. No, I'm not telling the asset. I'm not telling the asset. She's up. I'm looking at it. She's up 40% now. Hey. On a few in APX, the asset that we took a trade on yesterday. The second one, we up 30% on it. So I mean, you can if you got multiple contracts, you can start taking profit. You can start taking profit. I do think we probably gonna have a pullback before we push back up. But obviously, you know, this one is like longer expiration. So the point is to hold it. For an elongated period of time. But what happened to RGTI? I thought we was on the quantum stocks. I thought we was on the quantum stocks. What happened? They're not ready yet. They're not ready yet. The only one I do like, I will get this one for free. I like QUTM. I think that's the quantum ETF. The only reason, I mean, if you got Palantir, okay, is it cheating if you can make Palantir your top holding? If you can make Palantir your second most held asset, so you know how the quarter just ended. And what I'm noticing, I'll give you guys this tip too. So the market will always, on the last day of the month, the market will always push down in the beginning of the day, and then it will push up. So that's institutions, that's hedge funds, truly hedge funds, because hedge funds, they focus on like monthly returns. They care about how much returns they're getting monthly, right? For whatever reason. But So they will basically like sell off assets, and then they'll buy them back to kind of like clean up the balance, like because they have monthly reports to their clients. So yeah, you'll see the market always, because I've been noticing that for a minute, and I'm just like, okay, why is it doing that? But yeah, I mean, it's you can really put two and two together, because there, if you look at the right statistics, they're talking about monthly returns, right? They're talking about monthly returns. Um, so if that is the case, just like that happens, on a quarterly basis, it'll also happen on a monthly basis as well. I just want to know when we actually gonna have the when is the market actually gonna come down because of the debt crisis, like we had. What was the previous debt crisis that we had? Off the top of my head, the year. Can't remember the year, but um, hey man, shout out to Danny. Shout out to Danny. That company she found a while ago. Hey, we in there for sure, and it's starting to turn around, major upside too. So it might take us 2 years, but easy 50% in a year, easy. Got to be grateful for it. Got to be grateful for it. Had to be grateful. One thing I want y'all to notice, from if you in Apex, when we have our calls, like when I was showing you guys like the prices and stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, we got this percent, but it's like, dang, we could have got this percent. Um, it just shows you, it really, really shows you like what you can do. It really, really shows you what you can do. Um, and I just always, I really, I start to ask myself, there's people who have went to college. Um, there's people who, been doing it for a long time. And I truly just wonder, like, how long do you look at the market without looking at it that way? But I also read in Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins, which is a good book that everybody should read. Um, he does talk about how a lot of you will have a lot of people who, it's like, if you don't know better, you don't do better, right? You got to have more information you got to have the right type of information. Oh, not not executing, not executing, uh, not executing. I like Caterpillar too, just waiting for it to come down and pull back. Um, wait, no, not the 10 minute. Okay, yep. So we hit this, 200 that moving average. Um, if we can get them on the pullback, because the market been running up. They said we should make history. If the market continues to push up today, it will be, I think, the longest win streak in 21 years. The longest win streak in 21 years. Could you imagine getting shares of a stock at 10 at 3K, and then imagine, yeah, and 11 years later, it's at 7. Let me look at it. Then the better question is, right? The better question, why are they investing in that type of company? I know it gets boring. I know. I know. Trust me, I'm young. It get boring. It get boring. But you got to be patient and you got to do the same thing over and over. It's like sports. Once you got a system network, okay. Like even now, I love watching football, but I just can't watch it how everybody else watch it. People watch it for fun. I'm watching it to like break down what the defense is doing before the ball snap, or like what the offense is doing before the ball snap, because that's just what we did. So if they're running cover two, that means there's a spot open in the middle of the field, and there are holes and there are deep shot holes between the safety and the corner on both sides. And you can run the football. If they're in cover two, you can run the football. So that means you need to either run, right? You can do like a stack route, so you can have the slot do a go route, and then you can have the outside receiver do run 10-yard in, and then that will take the safety off the top, and then you just got to get the ball. If the quarterback good enough, you just got to get the ball over the linebackers. Um, but yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. So it's funny. My grandpa. So before he passed away, this man, funny. So he would say, whatever his age is, he would reverse it. So if he was 82, he'd be like, I turned 28 this year. Or if he was going to turn 82, he'd be like, I'm 28. He turned 28. It was hilarious, man. Okay, so the entire market pushing up, but Apple renews fear about tariffs. What is wrong with the market? I just gotta ask sometimes. I just gotta ask. Like, Apple is literally a leading indicator for what the entire market is gonna do. My bad. My bad. But it's a leading indicator for what the entire world is gonna do. Instant Meta too. If they have the most users, Apple has what 1.8 billion users. If they have 1.8 billion users, is that not like a world indicator? People rushing in to buy them iPhones. Because if an iPhone, I'm not getting one. I'm not. If the iPhone, if it's $3,000, no, no. We can start the revolution. Who's going to pay 3K? I'm not. I'm not ready for that. No, not yet. Not yet. Keep it at what it is, 1,000. Keep it right there. 800. 3,000 is crazy. 3,000 is crazy. That's like that's 2 months of rent. That's no, no, that no, 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 no. I ain't ready. I ain't ready. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm. Let's look at IBM. Let me get a contract. Let's see. But yeah, I definitely think IBM is going to drop to the downside. And especially because I've had it come up a lot. Trying to have like a big short. There's nothing wrong with you doing it at all. Trying to like because Target fell apart. So if you could have caught Target, I didn't, but if you could have caught Target from the top, right, and you did like a leap put, it would have generated some really really good returns. Um, Man, I know somebody who got in Target at 130. RIP. The only time you should be down 30%, you should never be down 30% on a stock like Target. That should never ever happen. Like ever. Ever. No. Unless we have like a 2008 type of time and you should be able to see that. You should be able to see that happening before it happens to know to take profit. But you should never the max you should be down on Target. It's probably like oh what 8, maybe 8%, maybe. It don't even move that much. It doesn't even move that much for you to be down like that. Um, Amazon braces for tough business climate. Meanwhile, the market finna be like this. This what you call a oxymoron, right? The oxymoron. Is that what it is? Oxymoron, two opposites. I gotta get back in my literature bag. You got an onomatopoeia. You got a simile, a metaphor. Um, we gotta get back in our literature bag. It's gonna be very, very important for us to know literature, right? And you're gonna have to read, even with AI. Most people are not gonna get the best use from it because you ain't even gonna have the attention span to sit and read back what it's telling you. If it give you a 3-page report, you gotta be able to sit down and read it. They need to. I think OpenAI should. It's crazy how everything like cycles over. Um, Microsoft said they're about to raise their game prices. But it's kind of crazy how like everything like circles back in time. I'm seeing it already. Like, and just from me studying history, um, like literally everything moves in like a circle. So nothing is ever really different. It's just like outdated, really. But I think it would be good if like OpenAI created a printer, like a or I don't know, like some. Well, I mean, I guess you can just get a regular printer, but if you're gonna be reading the prompts all the time, or you're gonna be reading the chats all the time, then I mean, I would rather read it and I would rather have it physically in front of me. Physically, physically. Oh, lame. This company is from making me mad, bro. When I say make me mad, I mean it. I mean it. I mean it. Um. Yeah. Recession confirmed. Recession confirmed. Recession confirmed. Okay. So April, institutional investors they dumped at the lows and stayed out while retail kept buying the entire time. So, like I've said before, if so, this means this means that we are moving this market. That's what that means. So in turn, that means we have power to do everything else, and we can push the market up 15%, 10% from the lows. Just a thought, right? Just a thought. Just a thought. Mm, take two. So, okay, take two. This company. Oh my God. Amazing drop. You see this gap? Yes, it's going to come down. Just chill. Just chill. But if we look at take two, is this company like only going up because of GTA? I've heard about this company before. Um, I mean, I don't see nothing amazing about this company. I'm looking at it. Oh no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, no. No. Mm-mm. If I had to put my life on the line, I would not invest in that company. Why is this asset up? Why is this asset up? I was talking about this company before anybody else was talking about this company. Why? What y'all know that I don't know? See, this what happens when you get like institutions and they come in. That's what that is. That's exactly what that is. Like imagine, no news, no news, no nothing to the moon. Sigh, sigh. Sigh. But that's crazy though. To if that's true, that's crazy. Because that tells us that retail investors, we are pushing the market up. Mm. I did listen to Scott Percent. He did say, he said, he basically did say that the retail investors are, he said that the institutions are the ones that are running away from America, and all the retail investors are the ones that stand. But homework assignment, research question. What percent do hedge funds allocate? What percent of their money do hedge funds allocate to foreign markets? So you mean to tell me, okay, so you can't, if you are a hedge fund, you can't like pull your money out of an asset. They can't, not like we can. Not like we can. They have to sell and buy in waves. Otherwise, it would be too obvious. And when they would buy, it would just push the asset up and everybody would be able to see their move. So they have to hide their move. So they have to buy and sell in waves. So, I mean, could they have kept, continuously sold at the tops? I mean, yeah, but what's the likelihood of them? I'm I, I'm sure they probably still have like 50% of their portfolio in U.S. equities. So, um, man, this is upsetting me. Watching this company, why is it moving like this? That's what I want to know. Why? Why? Um, sigh, sigh. Um, let's look at these economics. Let me see what stocks is actually like popular at the moment. Um, Palantir is still popular. See, Brendan, I told you I got you. I got you. I know you wanted it bad. Palantir, I know. Gotta wait though. You gotta wait. Patience is key. Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. My dad, he will always say, patience is a virtue, and understanding is everything. Yep. Patience is a virtue, and understanding is everything. Mm, mm. All right, I'm 42, y'all. My birthday coming up. I'm gonna be 43. Yep, I'm gonna be 43. Yep, 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 yep. What if age went by? What if instead of age went by like how old you are? What if it went by like how much knowledge you have? What if it went by how much knowledge you have? What in the world? How old would I be then? And I got books in front of me. 1619 Project, Malcolm X autobiography, 1984. All the books they don't want you to read. I already read Fahrenheit 451. I already read that in I would be a genius. You already are a genius. They just try to convince you that you're not. You already are a genius. You are a genius. We are all geniuses. And I asked the question. If okay, they've been trying to study the brain for a very, very long time, and they still can't understand it. If you needed at least 5,000 ancestors for you to be born, and they all have passed down their DNAs, trauma, expertise, and you have all of that inside of you. You have 5,000 ancestors inside of you. How do you not know everything about the world? Like learning information and unlocking information is two different things. You ever like have like a feeling like that you know something and you, like okay, so intuition. Intuition, literally all intuition is your like your body or you felt something or you felt something before and like your mind just can't comprehend it yet. That's all intuition is. That's all it is. That's all it is. Um, uh, sorry. Um, be up over a percent, over 1% on almost everything. S&P is up over 1%, Nasdaq is up over 1%, and the Dow is up 0.9%. So we almost up a full percent there. I am in pain right now watching this company just push up. I am in pain. I'm in pain. I'm in pain. All right. Sorry. Sorry. Um, let's look at economics, man. So we had, dang, it's straight Friday, man. It's straight Friday. Okay. U.S. non-farm payrolls expectation was 133,000. We came in at 177,000. So we beat expectations. Unemployment rate 4.2%. Okay. How is the employment rate 4.2% if UPS just laid off 2,000 jobs and the government just cut out everybody that worked there or tried to? And they like this just cannot be. I just question this. It said a wise man questions everything. I just truly question if all these jobs are cutting, how are these numbers that cannot be. You can't tell me that having like 200,000 jobs cut or 500,000 jobs cut is not like gonna be meaningful to the numbers. Apple been cutting jobs since they've had a hiring freeze since 2022. Microsoft said 30% of the code, 30% of AI is writing the code. So I don't know. But U.S. hourly rate wages, it went up 0.2%. The expectation was 0.3%. So wages are still not going up. Even you can have so even if you mess up, if you try to mess with these numbers and you try to make it seem like unemployment, the rate is still good. You're not paying people more money. So inflation is still gonna eat at the everyday consumer's pocket, which is gonna cause a recession. So see, this is what happens. So recessions happen when the people at the top, when they forget that the people at the bottom are the reason that they're at the top. That's what happens. Um, and you squeeze the consumer too tight, and then you gotta like let up off of it and give them some relief. So, because if you look now, businesses have had higher profits than ever, especially with AI. So, I talked about universal income for a little bit. If they don't have the money for 401k, if they don't have the money for what is it called? Medicare. If Medicare is about to run out, what makes you think that they're gonna be able to pay us all $3,000 a month or $5,000 a month? But Warren Buffett did say, he said if the top 80 companies paid their share in taxes, nobody else in the world, nobody else in America will have to pay taxes. He said if people pay taxes like he did. And then you gotta put it in perspective. Imagine somebody not caring about you that much to the point where they're making billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. All it takes is 10 billion to fix homelessness. If I was Elon Musk, I would just give that away. That shows you how much people are self-centered, greedy, and they don't care about you. So put your money with all these other investment companies that do not care about you and they're trying to strip money from you. The best thing I can tell you to do, because I know it's hard, it's it's it I'm hard, I'm stubborn. So I from firsthand experience, I know it's different when you like experience something on your own versus like listening to somebody else. If you read Money Master the Game, it will literally tell you what I'm talking about. 401k is pay to play. The companies that you get to invest your money with the 401k are there because they paid the employer to be advertised. So it tells you it's a money game. Why are they paying? If they're really that good, then they shouldn't have to advertise. What are they advertising? Not returns. The only thing that matters, not returns. I'm advertising what matters. Returns. It's the only thing that matters. So if they're not advertising to your returns, then what are they advertising to you? Safety, peace of mind. So if you put $300 in a 401k every single month, then that is, let's see, let's look at this, right? Let's do this. So let's say you started off with, let's just say you start off with $1,000, right? And let's say you got a 10% return, and this is over a 20-year period. And let's say, each month you put in, let's just say 200. You put in 200 to your 401k. So first of all, after 20 years, you invested 50,000 and you got 102,000. So you made 100,000 basically over a 20-year period. So if we break that down, you made 100,000 over a 20-year period. That's $5,000 a year. That's not enough. And that's not going to keep up with inflation. So inflation is probably going to, over a 20-year period. Man, an iPhone easily in 20 years is going to cost probably 1,800 to 2,000. LVMH, they raise their prices every year. So, and then that's without fees. That's no fees. There's no cash drag fee. There's no management fee. There's no performance fee. Um, so that's not even like, and I can't put like how much they would take from you here in this calculator, but yeah, you're basically not making nothing. Basically, you're basically not making anything. Versus if you started with 1,000 and you got a 50% return, let's just do a 9-year period, and that's light. And let's say you put in $200 every single month. In 9 years, you will have $266,847. I don't have no management fee. Well, annual, but there's no cap on it. So if you have $1 million, still $997. No performance fee. Hmm. So it's crazy. The market is pushing up now. But if the president of the United States Like, I don't know. This is so easy to see. If the president of the United States is actively bashing and attacking Jerome Powell, saying that he doesn't know nothing about interest rates, he knows more about interest rates than Jerome Powell. Ain't that what he said? So if he keeps saying that, isn't that him saying that he needs Jerome Powell to cut interest rates? Because he knows what tariffs are going to do to the economy. It doesn't matter if you take taxes off of, or if you have an external revenue service, and you make Americans stop paying taxes. Most of corporate, they're not paying that. They're not paying, like, they're paying taxes, paying like 9% in taxes of their revenue. So if they make 100 billion, they're paying 9 billion in taxes. I mean, honestly, I don't really see nothing wrong with that, just because in America we run the businesses are like the reason why America is America. So you have to be okay. You can't, like, some things aren't fair, but they are. And that is one of those things I think is fair. Because I ask myself, like, okay, where would our country be without Apple, Microsoft, and Nvidia? So like, that whole tax the rich concept is not a good idea. Because they run the country anyway. But if the entire world, see, this Trump is just, I don't know. He's trying to go back to like old times. It's not old times. The whole world, the entire world supply chain is now interconnected. So you can't, like, just try to do tariffs. It's not gonna work. It would be different if it was the 1970s when we were more independent. He's trying to make America independent again, and that's just not really. He's trying to do something that would take 20 years in one. And just like a chart, if the asset is literally going up in a straight line, it's going to come back down. So it's the same thing when it comes to somebody's decisions. If you're trying to do a bunch of things very, very quickly, usually the result is like crashing and burning. And if you are in APX, I already showed you what the returns for next year should be like. So if he, like, this on top of that, is like just not good. But I will say, despite that, I mean, I really don't care. I don't truly care what he does. I really don't care. But um, despite all that, the market is pushing up. Market is pushing up. I just want to see all the people. I want to see all the people who are going to change their stance, and then they're going to become Trump fans again after the market goes back up, just because they wanted to make money. So we gonna see. We shall see. Why? Okay. You know what? This is so painful. This is very, very painful. Watching this, y'all don't know. This is painful. This is painful watching this. I'm not looking at it on this screen, but I'm looking at a certain company, and it's painful to watch. It's painful. It's very, very painful. If you are at Apex, please, please, please do the Apex team report, please, please. Yeah, gold is pushing up. It has a gap it needs to fill anyway to the upside. Let's look at RGTI. I know this company is probably up. It's high. What's up, Billy? We back. He back for the stream. What's wrong? Yep. Well, no, it's in Telegram. I'm gonna repost it. Yep. So it's in Telegram. For IBM, let me find a contract. Do you even need moving averages? Do you even need indicators? We in a weird time. Like there's still a bunch of open interest on a lot of these contracts for May 16th, but not other contracts. Wait till we had this APX call, man. Wait till we had this APX call. Boy. I promise I'll be finding a company like right after it just oh man. Oh man. It'd be hard. It'd be so hard not to have I have FOMO. I'm a human. I have FOMO. I do have FOMO. Like Sprouts, oh my God. This was one of those charts, and I'm just like, bruh. This is just one of those charts where I'm just like, oh my God, like, do you see this? And the longer a pattern plays out, the longer the push up or down of that pattern will be. So you see how this played out. And Michelle, she asked a really, really amazing question of how this was played out for a long time. We looked over this together. But yeah. And there's all this is like a pattern, like truly a pattern is basically, like when you're supposed to do something but you don't do it. That's pretty much what a pattern is. So it's like a company, like we've been having food deserts for a long time, man, a very, very long time. So food is a commodity that's going to continue to go up. So if this has been an issue for a while, obviously, this pattern is definitely going to play out. So but yeah, this is a retirement type of move here. I looked at them a while ago, but back then their financials didn't look that good what they are running. Yeah, so yeah, me too. Like I saw the company and I'm just like, because people kept asking me about it. I'm just like, so if we go to stock analysis, right? They are in the retail of fresh, natural, and organic food products in the United States, right? And okay, if you have, I want you guys to make investing as simple as possible. Um, you really just need to find a need. Investing, like that's why I think everybody, if you guys have done sales, I think investing is easy for you. If you've done if you like a problem solver in business, investing should be easy for you. You just got to put it in a way for you to understand. So you're really just looking for a problem that a company needs to solve. So if you have 3D printed food, okay, well that's the reason why we have Ozempic, and that's the reason why we have Novo and Lilly doing well as companies. Even though Lilly is down, I mean Novo is down. They're good. They got some they got a push by some institutions once they hit that level. So like okay, when a deal gets made, when a company hits a certain level, okay, so it's all just natural, right? But and they offer perishable products, which is important. If something is non-perishable, which, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm assuming from what, I'm not like the food expert, right? But from basic like knowledge, we learned that non-perishable means like it's gonna last for a long time, right? And perishable means like it's gonna go bad quickly, like fruit. So if they continuously advertise you 3D printed food, the meat in the stores is not the same meat. Look at meat 20, 30 years ago. Do a research, homework assignment. Do Look at images of meat 20, 30 years ago and fruit 20, 30 years ago and fruit in other countries. If you're on Instagram, you need to be following fruit pages. They're gonna literally show you fruit that you've never seen before, and they're gonna say this is an apple. What? That's an apple? It tells you your Americanized culture and Europeanized culture here. So that's why Elon is saying make Europe great again. Um, but yeah, Sprouts is like they solve a need, right? And sometimes this is why, like, and I'll talk about it more in Apex. Um, like the revenue is kind of shaky, but it's generally going up and to the right. They had like a mishap in 2021. Every company did, can't hold that against them. Profit margin is not really that high, but if for their industry, I think that should be a generally high profit margin. So if we go to profile industry grocery stores, it's Kroger first, then them. So if we go to Kroger, and Kroger is only up 30% over a 5-year period, or Kroger is up 124%. And Kroger makes a lot more money than they do. Profit margin is 1%, so they have a higher profit margin than Kroger. But if we go back here, the average profit margin is 1.7%, and Sprouts is at 5%. So like they're performing. It doesn't necessarily, you can't compare like this company to a tech company and expect them to have like a 20% profit margin. They have to have a good profit margin for whatever industry and business that they are in. That's how like it's very, very important that we watch Shark Tank. Very, very important. Because you in real time. So last week in Apex, I talked about like how like this new company I was looking at, it took me 2 minutes to decide if I was going to invest in the company or not. It should not take you that long. You should balance. Okay, balance sheet, moat, CEO. What like? How can they grow? Can I see it? Like if I can't in my head, if I can't come up with a growth path for them individually because I'm creative, if I can't come up with the growth path for you, I know for sure that the people inside your building have not came up with a stable growth plan. I feel like I'm a better innovator than a lot of well, that's just me personally, right? I think everybody should feel like this, but I feel like I'm a better innovator than a lot of like full-fledged teams of people at these companies. So just like going back to trusting myself and being like, okay, if I can't see a growth path like Peloton, I just can't, I couldn't like now I just can't see, I can't see at all how the company will be revived. I can't. But I bring up Nike as an example all the time. Nike, all you have to do, because I want you to live, you need to follow the business model that LVMH has. And even though LVMH is down, they own so many luxury companies. They technically can never ever be down. Technically, they own Tiffany, Fendi, the Louis Vuitton, Hennessy. They own part of they own what's Rihanna's Fenty. They own part of that. So Nike, go buy up all of these brands so you can live. It's not that hard. You got the money. You got the money. How much do you think it will cost? Okay, if we go to financials, right? This right, yeah, we should all know about free cash flow, right? We should all know about free cash flow. How much money do you got to spend? Free cash, free. You only got one. You only got 5 billion, and you making 47. Come on, step it up. Now, if we go to profile and we go to footwear and accessories, what other companies in here can you buy? And you guys should know if you in Apex, I see one off the top of my head that I see one, two companies, three companies, four. Well, they're not gonna let them buy them. I see three companies already here that they could buy. Three. Easily. Easily. E- Like look at Nike's market cap compared to all of the companies, all of the other companies' market cap. If you do an all stock deal, what are we doing? And Nike is lucky. And technically, this is not like, yes, Nike makes a lot of money from footwear and accessories, but that's not the only business that they are competing in. They're also in apparel. You fighting against Lululemon, Gap. Gap is still alive. TJX, TJ Maxx, Burlington, the Buckle, and they prices is high. They prices is high. You go on the Buckle, you a belt is like $80, $100. It's not that hard, man. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. But the good thing about Nike, everything does kind of recircle back every 20 years. So, if this is like their fall off, I mean, they'll circle back, but trying to think in 2020, I'm trying to think like what product they could have made in 2020 to keep their edge. I'm just trying to think. I think Nike could have gave. I think Nike should have sent away a pair of free shoes to everybody in 2020. Sometimes helping people for free is going to give you the loyalty that you need in the long run instead of just focusing on the profits and the bottom line. So a lot of these companies that are firing and laying off a bunch of people, it's going to come back to bite them in probably 5 years because you're not going to have no loyalty. Loyalty is very, very important, and loyalty is earned, is not given. So you have to earn loyalty. You have to earn people's trust. You have to earn it. Um, and if I was Nike, I would have gave. I think giving away free shoes. If you, it's like okay, if you sign up, I would have done maybe like I don't know, maybe a subscription on the app. If you sign up for a subscription, you could get discounts on shoes. You can know, I don't know, just give them perks. You like, come on now, this is what Planet Fitness does. Come on, like this. So me think it's that quick. It should not take you that long to find an idea and execute on it. Not executing on it is really the issue. But I really think if they, have some type of subscription model added in, it's not even to make revenue from, it's to keep the loyalty of your brand. So have that, and then you could have gave everyone a free pair of shoes who signed up for it. Sign up for this, we're gonna give you a free pair of shoes. How much money is that gonna hurt you over the long term? It's not. You're not gonna spend $1 billion sending out shoes. You're not. You're not. You give them away for free all the time to celebrities. So I think that could have kept the loyalty with the brand, but um that's pretty much all I can think of. That's pretty much all I can think of. You see how TikTok was a free platform that focused on their business model, and then later on, because people became loyal to the platform because you don't have all of the restrictions and all of the shenanigans, and it has a better algorithm than Instagram has. Now they've been able to leverage that, and now they're making money off of TikTok Shop. You're supposed to give value first and then get your return later on. Money on the back end is better than money on the front end, always. Always. So, but but that's all I got for today, man. Continue to watch these companies. I definitely like IBM for sure. Um, I like IBM if I was to let me try to find a contract. Um, Trump proposes 163 billion cut to federal budget, bro. Um, I don't really see a good contract for IBM to go short. There's literally like no open interest for June for some reason. And it's like that on all the contracts. I don't know why. May 16th is like the last expiration with a lot of open interest. Like it has 1,600 open interest. But that contract is that's 2 weeks away. Um, and just like with the structure of the contract, I wouldn't want to do that. So Just gotta be patient and just wait for the open interest to fill up and come back on whatever assets that we want to go long and to go short. But let me see if there's a maybe to go long like 230 call. Yeah, it's just no all around. It had in that, I mean, 230 call, 516 expiration. It does have open interest there for sure, but you know, China quietly exempts about 40 billion worth of U.S. goods from tariffs in an effort to ease the strain of the tariff war has on China's economy. So that should be good. But I want to make the point because now I know that y'all gonna listen. So I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen before it happens. So so we're gonna start getting deals, right? And that's gonna push the market up. But then when because the market is literally emotional. It's emotionally unstable. So a lot of times they're gonna look for the most current thing that's gonna give them that short feeling, that feeling of reprieve feeling. The market is like a average person. It's gonna go up off of things that are flashy, things that feel good for the moment, but it's gonna eventually have to deal with the long-term things that it forgot about. So the market is gonna go up because we're gonna get trade deals, and that's gonna bring optimism to the market. But then when the actual inflation starts settling in, we already have inflation expectations ticking up. Inflation is not looking to go down. That's why gold is still pushing higher. Gold is not pushing higher for no reason. So something is coming that's bigger than tariffs, I will say, because tariffs is just the start of it. Going back to that loyalty part, America, you are really the only country in NATO, honestly. China has 1 billion people in their country. So just have a pure numbers perspective, we are not odds are not in our favor. And if I'm looking to seeing the technology that they have compared to the technology that we have, and they have less resources, which means, so okay, again, if you oppress somebody, you're literally, this is why you won't hear me really talk about racism. Racism will take care of itself. If I felt like I had to talk about it, I would be talking about it, but it's going to take care of itself. I don't have to do anything for it to take care of itself. It's going to take care of itself with time. But when you oppress a demographic, you're literally giving them the tools to be successful that they're going to use against you hundreds, if not thousands of years later. So America, if you oppress a country, if you're oppressing China, you're literally not doing nothing but making them more creative, more smart, because they have to do it with less resources. This is just like enslaved. When you were like going back to slave times, you oppress a certain group of people, you make them be more creative while you are not being. That's the issue with America. We are not being creative. Other countries are being creative because we are trying to oppress other countries and eat off of them. No, get back in the field and get busy. Stop being lazy. Stop being lazy. So, but yeah, and classism will take care of itself as well. I think classism is more important because you have more people getting treated the same way at this time, or generally the same way. now. So um but that's all I got for us today, man. Again, keep watching these companies for sure. We might have to. We could take a practice trade on IBM. We just don't have, unfortunately, we just don't have like the contract open interest for me to be able to feel confident in it. But we can take a practice trade on it. It's good to still, practice, for sure. But I will see you guys on Sunday. Tune in Sunday, 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 Sunday fun day. Tune in on Sunday to Alpha Investing, the investing show that give you all the information that you need. I'm telling you what the market is going to do before it do. I'm giving you all the real statistics and research that actually matter. And I keep saying it. Wait till July. Wait till July. I see people showing them returns. I see them. I see them. And I'm proud. I'm proud. I'm proud. But the amazing thing about investing, if I buy at a better price than you, we're gonna win over a compounded time period. No matter what, you can't beat somebody who bought it at a better price than you. You can't. It's impossible technically. Yeah. Tune into Alpha Investing, man. Tune into Alpha Investing. Everybody have an amazing day. Shout out to the Queen Destiny. Shout out to the Queen Elsie. Shout out to the Queen Brenda. I know Glenda. I don't know if she on here. When spirit. Shout out to the Queen Glenda. Shout out to the King Byron. Shout out to the King Deshaun. Shout out to the Queen Jelly, Michelle, Danny. Shout out to all the kings and queens of Apex, man. And shout out to everybody in the Apex family. Even if you don't stream, you part of the Apex family. You're a king and you're a queen. So shout out to you. But I appreciate you guys. Oh, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look, 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 look. Y'all ain't want to wait 3 months for these returns. You ain't want to wait. Just wait. Just wait. Apex gang, like, come on. I'm repping it. I don't care. I'm repping it. I'm repping it. Come on, man. The seeds already been planted. It's only a matter of time. This is just a start. Put me in the school. Put me in the school. Let me all the schools that's underfunded. Let me help. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. This is easy. This is easy. Gotta lead the people. Then the people, then you guys can lead your kids because the kids most important. So you can lead the kids. Then we Apex going keep going up. Gonna get into the schools, all the underfunded schools. If you got money, I would love to work with you. But until that like dispersion of money goes equally to each school, so we can all have equal access to the same type of technology, sports equipment. I just want to focus on schools who are more less fortunate, and we can turn those schools around in 5-year periods. We get them 250 to 500% return, 300% return over a 5-year period. So that turns what they 100,000 into 500,000. So now you have 400,000 for your school, and without worrying about where you're gonna get that money from, because the dispersion from the government is not gonna give it to you. That's why you should never depend on the government. But shout out to the Queen, man. Shout out to the Queen. That's not me. That's her execution. It's not me. Because I can tell you where to buy. I can give you the price target. But if you don't do it, read them terms and conditions. All gains or losses are not a result of you. They are a result of your confidence, and they are a result of your faith. Because I can't press the button for you. I can't. I can't do it. It's not me. It's all you. But I appreciate y'all so much, man. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all don't know, man. I rock with y'all a long way. The long way. But yeah, we about to go ahead and get off here, and I will see you guys on Sunday. So tune in to Alpha Investing. We're gonna have another amazing show. We're gonna have another amazing time. We're gonna keep giving out the information. We're gonna keep elevating. Everybody make sure you guys be safe over the weekend, stay diligent. You know, it's getting hot outside. Chill. Don't be doing too much. Don't be doing too much. I know it's getting hot. It's gonna be all the concerts. Make sure you spend your money wisely. Make sure you spend your money wisely. Right? It's okay to have fun. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to do. It's okay to it's okay to have fun, right? But keep the main thing the main thing. And the main thing is alignment with God, alignment with the higher power, alignment with higher version of yourself, good thoughts, good actions, good attitudes, good spirit, good mind, and good body. So you want to make sure everything is aligned. So just be very mindful of what we do. I sound like an old man, don't I? My cousins, they be like, "How old are you? How old are you?" I'm sorry. I get it from Grandpa. I get it from him. But yep, everybody, make sure you guys make sure we take care of ourselves. Whether that's eating healthy, meditating for a little bit. Take some time for yourself. It's a long time. Go hug a tree. Go touch some grass for real. Go touch some grass. Go touch the trees. Literally reconnect with what you're. Yeah, yeah, for sure. All of my I'm gonna tell y'all a story at Apex on Sunday. I'm gonna tell you guys a story, but yeah, for sure. They with me. So like I got this tattoo. It says, "Walking, I'm listening to a deeper way. Suddenly all of my ancestors are behind me. Be still," they say. "Watch and listen. You are the result of the love of thousands." So it just reminds me, my ancestors are always with me. I am them. I am a product of them, so they will always be with me. Um, and even when I go through trials and tribulations, I'm sure it's nothing compared to what they went through. So just for me to be in a position that I'm in, I always be like, yeah, they knew not to have me born in that time period because they would have killed me for sure. But just like looking at the time that I was born with, like the information I've been able to acquire, I think it speaks a lot to about timing when it comes to cycles. But yeah, for sure. But yeah, everybody just make sure we have an amazing, keep the main thing the main thing. Have an amazing day, have an amazing week, have an amazing month, have an amazing year, or quarter, year, decade, life. So, but yep. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of you guys. But I will see you guys on Sunday.